get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. 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 Let's get it. Good morning, Knicks family. What's poppin'? Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. It's your man Divine, man, in here bringing you some content before the day's game against the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76 at the world most famous arena tonight. So we're going to get a popping today, man. So salute to everybody out there, man. I hope y'all having a great day today. I'm at Sunday, March 21st. So, we're going to get a popping today, man. Like I said, man, I hope everybody's out there well and ready to get rise and shine and get on your grind, man, and get into some Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. So, we're just going to get a popping today. We're going to talk about the Knicks this morning, as usual, man. So I hope, like I said, rise and shine, get on your grind, man. Get your coffee, your tea, your nourishment, everything you need to fuel your body, man, so we can get out there and represent the Knicks tonight. But we're going to get a popping today, man. And like I said, Knicks at the world most famous arena tonight, going to battle, against the Philadelphia 76ers. So, we're going to get a popping, man. It's going to be one of those games that we love to have this morning. So it's the morning show, and I got my man BX Jetty, my co-host. He'll be checking in a minute. But we ain't here, man. So we're gonna get into it today. It's the morning show. Let me bring in the co-host, man, and my man BX Jetty. He's definitely in the building. Salute to my brother this morning, BX. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Divine. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everyone on the chat. Good morning, tuning in. And we're ready to go, man. I'm excited. Everything good? Everything good? Where are you and everybody?
Yeah, man. Everything's good, man. Had a nice Saturday, a peaceful Saturday, chilling with the family, man. So it was all good. So we're just going to get into it today. Get into this content, man. This Knick talk, man. We ready to do it this morning. And like I said, man, the Knicks got the 76ers today at the world most famous arena. So we're going to get in there, man. Try to grind it out today. It's going to be a real good game, important game, actually. Like we're trying to rebound off that tough loss we had against them, a couple of games ago, man. So I think I'm excited about it, man. We got a little bit of news on the forefront. I'm quite sure you'll get into that. But like I said, man, it's a peaceful Sunday morning, man. I know everybody about to rise and shine, get on their grind, and go do your thing, man. So everybody just, be careful out there. Like I said, COVID-19 still out there. Mask up, social distance, wash your hands, and all that good stuff, man, to protect yourself and your loved ones and all that good stuff, man. Salute to Andy. What's up, International Andy from Poland in the building, checking in on the chat this morning. Salute, Andy. I see you, my brother. So, yeah, man, we're going to get into it. Yes, sir. I got my co-host, BX Jedi 76. We know we in here hosting the morning show. We ready. We excited about it, man. We hopefully we can go in here today against the 76ers, man, and pull this game out, man. What you think, Andy, about BX about today, man? What you think?
Yeah, today we got a lot to unpack. We know the game is tonight at 8:00, and we're gonna give you a good content here. We're gonna give you right before you get ready to go out to your house of worship and or out and about, go to work. We're gonna unpack this game. We're gonna give you the keys, what we think is the keys to success for this game, and give you all the good news and bad news. Good news is for the Knicks that we might get rich. It's a Mitchell Robinson is questionable, might be able to play today. And yes. we might got Alfred Payton is probably in the lineup and quickly might return, which is a big plus. And we also seen out of Philadelphia, which is bad news, is Ben Simmons might not play today. He didn't play last game, and he might be out. And they're undermanned and a little taste of their own medicine. Then we'll probably get them shorthanded, and we have to come out with this win. And we're excited with it, and we're getting closer and closer to that 25th of March. And we got that coming up, and we got to keep an eye on that. But tonight's game, if we continue to play our efficient basketball with and give that effort and go through the game plan that our coaching staff put out and hit our shots, we're going to win this game tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
and it's going to be them. They're fully rested. They're fully rested. The bench is strengthening, and I like our chances. Divine, what are your keys to success for this Knicks that you see tonight?
Oh yeah, man, I agree with you 100%. BX, I think that and they also they might be without Curry. Curry, they might also be without Curry for what
Yes,
I was hearing. So, yeah, I'm excited about it, man. I think we go in there tonight, coming to our game tonight, man, bring our A game to the forefront like as usual. But I really think this is the game I think the Knicks might pull out tonight. I really believe that after playing the way we battled them, the last game, and shorthanded as we were, we got a little bit of our soldiers back on this one. I think we're gonna be real important that we go in there tonight, and just play our game, compete, battle, make sure our defense is on point. And like I said, having the extra body back here or there is going to make a big difference. So I'm definitely excited about that. Like I said, the major thing for me is if Ben Simmons is out, then so be it. That's just another plus for us. But I'll take whatever we can get. And I think we're going in as battle, man. I love to see that same game from Reggie Bullock and Alex Burks and all our key contributors. Julius Randle going to do what he's going to do. Barrett going to do what he's going to do. So if we can get that same production from them guys that we had in the past game that we played them, I think we definitely come out on top, man, with that W, put us 22-21, looking good. And I know you're going to go over some things in pertaining to the association last night and all that. No, but the Philly game is a must win for me. When I would say must, the not so much in the standpoint of where we're going to be at in the standards to let them know that we could beat them. What I mean, this is our third time playing them. And that we can go in there and get this game, let them know, like, what, we could beat y'all on any given night, and I think that was proven already, prior to this game when we played in the last game, you know what I mean? And so I'm looking forward to a really tough challenge. Philly, that's why the reason why they're up there in number one and number two in the association because of the team that they have. And I know Doc Rivers is not going to let them guys lay down tonight, but I think they are coming off, if I'm not mistaken, a back-to-back. Am I right? I think they played last night.
yes,
So,
they did
so
play.
that they play. So that's kind of, give us a little bit of upper hand in the sense of, weary
Last
legs.
night, currently,
Yeah, yeah, yep. So I think that'd be a plus for us.
yes,
And
correct. Correct.
yeah, we just go down there and bring it all. 8 o'clock tonight at the world most famous arena, Knicks of Philadelphia 76ers. And we just got to go in there and put it all on the line tonight, man. A battle, BX, and and let the chips fall where they may. But I think we're going to get this W most definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And real quick, we want to go around yesterday's association. Right now, the Knicks are currently six in the league. They're currently six in standings with that 500 record at 21-21. You have in front of us the Hawks at 22-20, which big up to that big win. They went into Los Angeles and won on the road. Despite LeBron James being injured, and we have the Heat ahead of us and trailing us. We got the Hornets right on us, a half a game behind us, and the Celtics. Those are the teams that are close near us, and we're watching out on them on the eye. And that's like from last night's results. We had the Hawks beating the Lakers, big important for us. And we'll get we need to catch on the Hawks. We'll catch them. They're out on the West Coast trip, and that's a tough task to ask. They're hot right now. They won 8 in a row, and they're a little inspired, but they'll come down to earth, in my opinion. And we had last night the Kings lost to the 76ers, even though without him being injured and without Curry, they still dropped 129 points last night on the Kings. You don't know the Kings do not play any defense, but that's a win. But it's a back to back. We'll catch them, and they're gonna fight. They're gonna play against a gritty Knick team who's physical and who rotates and contest shots. So that's a tough order for them. And then we had the Hornets lose to the Clippers 125-98. That's something that impacts us in the race. And we've seen that the Hornets are us on the West Coast swing, and they're having a tough time. They're going to keep, so we got to worry about what's in front of us, our opponents and our games. But it's getting close. It's only 29 to 30 games left in the season, and we're going to do a little scoreboard watching and keeping an eye on that, and keeping the temperature on these trade rumors and all the movement around the association today. And then today we have some important games. We have the Heat and the Pacers today at 1. That impacts our standings, and the Celtics host the Magics at 3:30. That's another big game that impacts us in standings. And the Bulls and Pistons play later on at 7 p.m. And we have Cleveland and the Raptors tonight as well. That's whoever wins. It's like they're jockeying for that position for that final push to get into the tournament or the eighth seed of the playoffs. So all those things to keep an eye out and unpack. But like tonight's game, we next man up for us, and I love it that we're getting reinforcements. We're getting stronger. We're getting
Yeah.
stronger, and guys seeing what we have something. I think I could dare to say we have something special going on with the team as a team and gelling, and especially I think that walk off defensive stand is like going to boost them to another level. I'm pretty sure those gentlemen are giddy to get back on the court after that defensive stoppage, and everyone is feeling good about themselves. We're seeing the results of hard work and tips defensive system moving around, moving and rotating, and being at the right location, and they're looking forward to getting back on that court. And I'm pretty sure that they just can't wait for tip off. They were probably, if you put a shoe serum, they're wishing that was a 12 o'clock start so they could get out there, because I know when we do something good and we play, we can't wait to get back on. Especially when we give you this good content here on Knicks Real Talk. We're dying to come back on and give you some more content because we have fun, and I'm pretty sure they're professionals and they feel the same way. So I could relate. I could relate with that. What do you think on that, Javon?
Oh, absolutely. That to me, that it's some things just get you inspired and motivated, and you could tell by the end of that game the way that team was running Reggie Bullock down and jumping on him, then about to break his back. But it was good to see, man. And I think that does motivate you because it's like what, it just gives you, and it's like fuel, and it's like a spark to a fire. You know what I mean? And I just think that still ignited their team. You know what I mean? It really said, what, man, we needed that win. You came through for us. The team, it pulled out a victory for us. So I think it's more. It just makes you more determined to want to go get after the next one. Salute to Kibbit. Kibbit, we see you in the chat, my brother. Salute to you and Andy. Yeah, man. It's really exciting when you got somebody who does something like that. Whether it's a game-winning shot but that was a game-winning defense stop. You know what I mean? And we pride ourselves on defense. And we were looking for that from Reggie Bullock all year. And to have a game like that, where you go down at one and kind of make a little mistake and then redeem yourself on the back end is really on the defense end is real impressive. So that win kept us in the Eastern Conference standings, man. It kept us right there. Like you say, now we currently 6. And like you said, a lot of teams they chasing, but I think that win the other day really let me know that we're going to be in this thing. We just got to don't worry about everybody else, just worry about ourselves. And I do think if tonight we win this game against Philly, we definitely got a good chance of going in there and taking the other 2 against Washington. Every game is tough, regardless of where they at and how they playing, but they still got some professionals down there. But on a good note with the Washington series, Bertans is going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. I think he's I know it was ankle sprain, something like that. So he's one of their deadly 3-point shooters. You know what I mean? He's going to be out, so they're going to be a man down. And hopefully we out there we get Derrick Rose or somebody back. But I'm excited about it, man. I'm really excited about it. Where we at in the Eastern Conference right now, and like you said, we quite sure Atlanta on that road trip, they win and lose a couple, and if we can win a couple, man, that puts us right there in the 5th spot. And never know what Miami gonna do because they done lost 2 in a row. You know what I mean? So Miami losing 2 in a row. I'm not hoping that they can lose a couple more, and not by the end all be all after the trading deadline. I think we can be in a pretty good spot. BX, I think we'd be in a good spot. Whereas, you know what, we right there 5th or 6th. We done got past the trading deadline. Like I said before, everybody's mind is pretty much going to be ease because now it's over. If you're staying or you're gone, or the team know who they're going to have to battle with. Going through the rest of the season, other than the waiver wire, if they decide to do anything. But I'm excited, man. Like I said, this Eastern Conference race is tough, but we in there, and we battling, man. And that's what I expect for us to battle. And keep moving forward. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show, man. Good morning. It's your man Divine and BX Jedi 76. We're here on a Sunday morning, man. Just bringing you guys some Knicks content. I hope y'all doing well out there, man. Get ready to get on your grind, enjoy your day with your family, or doing what you got to do. Thanks for tuning in and checking in. So we here, man. We're excited about the day. We got the Philadelphia 76ers at the world most famous arena tonight. And we going in there tonight to try to get this win and battle it out, and keep us in good standings and keep us in contention and doing all them good things, man. And like I said, I just went over the upcoming schedule before the trading deadline. We got Philly and we got 2 games against Washington, so we just got to go in there and make it happen, man. You know what I mean? And how you feel about the next three games, man? What you think are likely chances of getting these three?
I love our chances. I could give it like an 80% because they are the other teams are professionals. They do get paid to play, and you can never take any of your opponent lightly. And but they have a really good chance. They're at home. All three games are at home. You have to, if you want to be a successful playoff team, you need to win your games at home. You need to dominate your games at home. And I don't
Right.
see why not. They have showed it all season. Their defense, their intensity, they show up, they're there, they play hard, their effort is always there, and they're very efficient and they're there. So why not? Why not think you can win the next three? And pad and get up there, get some ground on the Eastern Conference, and hopefully, reinforcements either our players getting back healthy, or we make a deal or trade and bring in reinforcements. So either way, they're trending in the right direction, and then we'll get to the down to the final stretch, the final 25 games after the trading deadline, and that's your roster. That's your roster. That's who you guys are going to battle with, and this is the guys. And right now they have a good camaraderie. They're look like they're all guys are pulled for each other. They're ready to go into a foxhole together, lock arms, and we're going to battle who's with us and who's, and they're the next man up, and which is good because that helps us later down the road if someone gets nicked or because if and it's gonna happen in playoffs. You get a lot of nicks and bruises, and they know how to play with it. And next man up, and they're already used to it coming in and excelling, and they know they're starting to being acclimated with the system because now it's close to 50 to over 50 games in his system in his rotations. So right now everybody it's starting to become a second nature where their rotations, where they need to rotate, and where they need who the team rebounding and when to push and what spots each players and likes to receive the ball on the wing to shoot. So they're going to be good. And despite the fact that we knocked the Knicks about a 3-point shooting with Bullocks and Burks, they're 12th in 3 points made. That's pretty good. And the only thing is that they're the 29th on 3 points attempts. They don't attempt much, but when they do, they're 12th on hitting. So that's a good stat. As much as we killed them, but the thing is, it is when we hit our 3 points
Right.
at the clutch time. We need to be more clutch when the time comes. Like that time, there's a lot of this what I call the swing points. If they have them wide open, they could pad their lead from take it from 7 to 8, but then they miss and the other comes the opponents and they cut the lead to 2. Those type of points and those timing hoops is what we need. And hopefully they start hitting those timely hoops that is needed. But other than that, those 3 games that coming up, yeah, we have a good time. So if they keep playing, Washington is Washington, and the timely shooting is what's going to be big for this team. Shout out to Kibitz one. I see that timely shooting. I'm absolutely agree with you on that. Absolutely, we need timely shooting, and that's what's going to propel us always, and it's a key for success.
Yeah, fast. Yeah, and Andy asked that question, what's going to be the starting lineup? In my opinion, um, if I would like to roll out, the same lineup we had the prior game, just due to the fact that Mitchell Robinson probably not ready to start back. Andy, I think Tibbs might let him sit, a couple of games coming off the bench. And I don't know if Emmanuel quickly is necessarily ready to come back off the ankle if he plays. So he might roll out that same lineup that he started the prior game with Frank, and who they have, Burks and RJ, pardon me, Randall and Reynolds as well. So Andy, I probably think he either go with the same lineup that he had the past game, or if he do any switching, unless he's gonna throw Emmanuel quickly in the starting lineup. That's the only other thing that I see that he would do different. But I think he might roll with what he did. In my opinion, he might roll with the same lineup he had, the past game. From what I was hearing, and that he said he would bring Mitch back slowly but surely. You know what I mean? And then he's not going to start him now. Let him get his feet wet again, and get his feet under him. Um, yeah, Andy, right. Like we started Frank and Burks, and then we did start. Andy, I don't know what made that situation when he started Frank and Bullock in the second half, and Frank and Burks in the second. That's a good question. I let that have something to do with the game strategy. I can't recall because the game I'm passing by. But if I think he might have started Burks, because he's more offense skilled than Reggie Bullock is. So being that he started Frank, he probably wanted to put some offense in there, um, with Julius Randle and RJ. But then in the second half, it seems like he wanted to go back to his defense, and then he started Bullocks. We'll see. I'm not sure which way he's going to go, but I'm leaning toward the same lineup that he had the pass game on. He just go back to putting Reggie Bullock back in his regular position at the starting three. So we'll see, man. But it's going to be interesting, man. I'm looking forward to it tonight. It's going to be a big game, so that that trading deadline schedule. Like I said, man, the two Washington, Philly, and the two Washington games. I'm looking forward to us going in there and getting all three of them. I think we can go in there and compete for all three of them games. If we play our game the way we've been playing the last three games, because them two games that we lost, they were definitely winnable games, like you said. If that 3-point shots would have been hitting in that last quarter at certain times, we probably, instead of going down this many, we would have went up that many. So I think I'm looking forward to the game tonight, man. And I think we're going to win this game. I feel in my spirit, BX, that we can go in there, get above 500. And, man, to go into the trading deadline, that if we can go in there 24-21, that's saying something. That's saying a lot about this team, and it's showing a lot about the progress that they have made coming out of this stretch with this hard schedule, and we competing on every game. Like I said, that Brooklyn game and that the first Philly game, that was ours for the taking. And we down with a depleted roster, and everybody's depleted. But when you go into a game, you go into the game with the guys you got. So just like Philly missing Embiid, we was missing an important player that we had. Our players are not Embiid, but they're important to our team. They're important to what we do. So it doesn't matter if it's a superstar and it's not a superstar. It doesn't matter if it's KD and it's Mitchell Robinson, Derrick Rose, and quickly. They are important pieces to our team. It's next man up, and for us to battle the way we battled coming through this schedule before the deadline, and to go hard the way we did, I think that just bodes well for us going down the line. And so I think if we just keep playing the game that we playing and keep battling it out, and I think we're gonna be fine, man. Because let's talk about this playoff push right now. Like you said, the playoff push is pretty important because we currently right now in the 6th seed. Got a chance to move up even more. Now, like you said in a prior broadcast, we want to be in that fifth to sixth spot. So if we can go into this playoff push, maintaining the same basketball we play, and get some soldiers back, if we make a deal at the deadline, and then I think we'd be good to go. So I'm excited about it. We haven't had this type of intensity and this energy as a Knicks fan in the last 7 years. Here we are halfway through the season. We talking about the playoffs. Like I said, prior to this, we normally talk about who we gonna get in the draft or when we, what we want to be at in the lottery. And right now, we're not even having that conversation. So it's really, I'm so excited about that as a Knicks fan to be able to talk about that. Saying, man, we have to talk about jockeying for position to get in the playoffs. And that's so important. BX, I think it's really, really important to feel good about our team and the way we compete and battling and stay up in the playoff push for sure.
I agree. It's now we're talking about like positioning and rotations in the playoffs. How much deep of a bench we're gonna have in the playoffs,
Right,
which is
right.
something that we haven't talked in years. That's something that I it's wow. It's exciting to talk about. And I was seeing that Ian Becky from SNY New York was saying that Derrick Rose could play. It's a possibility he could play because he already passed his protocols and he has passed the time that's needed. So could be available to play against Philadelphia. Maybe they might hold him one more game, but he's ready to play, and which is really, really good. And it's good that he's going to play. We need him. It's going to need it, but I don't think he'll be in the starting lineup. I think Tibbs will ease him in because he
Mm-hmm.
needs to get his strength and conditioning in. And in starting lineup, I think if Peyton plays, I think he'll put Peyton back in the starting lineup. The reason with Bullock and Burks was Bullock has been in the game prior to that. He got into some foul troubles. He wanted to save him and save him from foul troubles. He might get into the refs' quick whistles. So he just wanted to put Burks in there, a little switch. I think he mentioned that in one of his post game interviews that he had with the media, and that's one of his reasons why he did that with the Burks and Andy Bullock switcheroo in the starting lineup. But no, but I see a question said it could be quite the season if we could avoid playing the playing game. Of course, that's what we're striving. We want to avoid that playing game because if you're the ninth and 10th, you need to win two. If you lose the first one, you're eliminated. And you wanna just avoid it. I think I could call that. I think the Knicks are going to flirt with fourth seed, but I think with that ending of the season, they might lose a game unexpectedly, or they were just a little bit undermanned or too much talent, and and they might fall to the fifth. And then, but we would like the fourth because we get home field advantage. You get home court advantage. I mean, and you want to host the fifth seed in here. And I think we could, with anyone in the association, we could play with. We match up well, and we don't even know what reinforcements we're going to get in the trade deadline. So currently constructed, they're battle tested, they're battled regular season battle, they're defensively, and in the playoffs, the refs hold their whistle, and the defense intensity is more better, and they let you play more, and that will benefit the Knicks because they practice and they play, that tough defense, that tough rotation, and that grinding, and that's what playoff basketball is. It's grinding. Who has the better defense? Who has the timing? Who? That's where we need to get our timing shooting at point, because that's what could be Achilles' heels in the playoffs. If we're not shooting a good timing shooting team, that's what's going to hurt us in the playoff. But it comes with time. It's going to come with muscle memory. They keep put in the same position where the game's close down the road against these good teams, good defense, and they're getting the wide open shots. It's just they're just currently right now not falling in. So let's just hope that law of averages, they start going in the playoffs, and when they're wide open, and they get that excitement and get on a run. And that's why we're excited with this, and we're gonna see that these upcoming games, they're gonna keep running out Tibbs games, and that's a reflection of the coach. And we're seeing that each and every day on the court, and that's what's getting us all excited as fans.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree, man. We done he done put a stamp on his team, man. He done built he's building a playoff type of roster to me. He's building a team that, like you said, when you go into the playoffs, it's gritty, it's grimy, it's half court type game. Everything slows down, and that's what I love about our team, because everybody say they want us to run more. That's cool, but when you get to the playoffs, all that stops. It's like you go in there and you just sit down there going out of that low post, or throw that ball out to that 3-point line. Everybody kicking and shooting. And let me give a shout out to Walter White. Salute to Walter White coming in the chat. We see you, Walter. Appreciate your input and your thoughts, man. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show with Divine and BX Jedi 76. Man, y'all hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. We can keep bringing out this content and enjoying these Knicks fans and giving us something to talk about. Yeah, like Kibit said, honestly, like not making these timely baskets what hurt us in the next Sixers game. Kibit, I agree with you, man. We just needed them timely baskets, man. And a couple of shots here or there could have turned them games into our favor. So that's why I'm excited about it, man. Even though we lost the game, we competed, we battled, and that's all you want to see. You just want to see us compete and battle, and keep bringing your A game to the forefront, trusting in Tibbs and Mike Woodson and Brian and Payne and Gear and all the guys, trusting in what they're doing with y'all in practice, and then bringing it to the floor on game day. And I think if we keep doing that, I think we'll be fine. So I'm excited about that. And like I said, this playoff push, I think we in there, man. I really think I think our records say who we are. And I've been preaching that the whole season. I like telling everybody, I think we're a 500 team. And so far, it's standing truth to power. I think, we got a lot of resiliency on this team. And, we not the teams that, you back last year, the prior season, we lose 2 or 3 games. They think, we go on a 7-game losing streak, 10-game losing streak. Them days are definitely over. I believe that. So, it's going to be a lot of teams out there fighting just like we are. You know what I mean? Like you said, you look at who's in front of us and you look at who's behind us. And, I think we're going to stay in that 8th on up spot. I don't think the Knicks falling below the 8th because of the way the schedules are. And we do got a tough schedule, but you got a lot of other teams that's going to be battling one another. They're going to be fighting, and they're going to be putting the L's on their own record. So, like I said, if we just can go 500, the rest of the way, I think we in there in a good spot, and I think we probably do better than that. But I take what it is for now, and just keep pushing, keep striving, keep building, and we continue to go into this race, man, and get all our soldiers back. So when it's time to go to war in the playoffs, we got all our soldiers there, and let our captain Tom Thibodeau lead them into battle. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it's going to be. I think we're going to go in there. And I think the Knicks going to shock a lot of people, man, when we get in the playoffs. And all our Knicks fans, I don't know how long you've been a Knicks fan, but remember 1999 came in the playoffs at the AC and went to the finals. Y'all need to remember that. So anything can happen on any given night, man. You can go in there and give it to somebody. And I think we proved that against the Brooklyn Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers. We can go in there, to me, going in with all them players down and only lose both of them games by a total of 8 points. You know what I mean? 5 against the Nets and 3 against Philly with a depleted team. You know, and I can only speak for the Knicks team. You know what I mean? But to do that without Alpha Payton, Derrick Rose, Mitchell Robinson, and quickly was out one. You know that's impressive, man. I mean, you know, to do that and maintain a fight, and then Brooklyn went down to Orlando and Lando put up crazy numbers on them. You know what I mean? And Aaron Gordon them had 30, somebody had 40. You know what I mean? So that lets me know where we at, man. And I agree with Andy. I'd be unhappy with anything less than that, man. I really would, man, because I think we playing the type of basketball that's worthy of going in there and making some noise. So let's hope that we get a couple of soldiers back and we make a move that won't take away from the capital that we have, won't take away from the major assets with the draft picks. But we're gonna have to wheel and deal. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to wheel and deal. So it is what it is. But foremost, man, I think we go in there and we just battle. Like I said, we'll talk about these trade ideas, the scenarios. But just let me salute everybody again in the chat. Salute to everybody out there, man. I hope y'all getting up, having a good Sunday. About to go and participate, whatever you're getting into. And y'all be safe out there. Enjoy your Sunday, man, with your family, your friends, your loved ones. And get back tonight so you can get to the game tonight. Knicks and Philadelphia 76ers at the world most famous arena at 8 o'clock tonight on the Sunday night basketball. So it should be exciting because normally on Sunday we got the matinees. So I'm glad we don't have that today. So we got a night game. And, so now we about to, get into a little trade talk. And it's still out there. We can't escape it because we only got about 4 or 5 days left, before it pop off. So what are you looking for, man? What do you think is going to happen with the Knicks, man? You think we're going to make moves? Are we going to stand pat? What you think?
We're making moves. If you see the tea leaves that Tibbs at his press conference was kind of hinting that something's coming. He kind of giggled. Yeah, he had that little giggly little girl giggly in him when they were talked about it, which was rare for Tibbs. They were making a big deal about it in his press conference there. And I think Tibbs. I hope the Knicks make a move that doesn't disrupt the chemistry of the team, the chemistry or the apple cart. That's all that I'm worried about. We're that's all I don't want them to do. Whatever moves it is, it's not going to be that major big move. I don't see Zach Levine coming here because there's too many moving parts and too moving pieces. Um, and it's a complicated deal. I don't know. It's going to be hard for that. As much as a lot of our fans and a lot of our members in the chat likes Zach Levine, but I think it's a little bit difficult position on that. I could see that's an off-season move. Even Lonzo might be an off-season move, but if the dad is, and there's a lot of talking in the media and a lot of negativity and one out of there, you don't know what that might do to that locker room. They're young, and they might just say, we might have to get Lonzo. They don't plan on signing him anyway because of the money restriction, and they want to be. They have a lot of money invested, and they don't want to pay the luxury tax and XYZ. And I can see. I hope the Lonzo trade. That's one. That's priority. That's the number one I want to get because we really do need a point guard, and we definitely need a point guard because even if we get a point guard and we don't trade nothing else, and we go with the wings players and Bullock and yeah, they miss shots, but like we said, they're 12th efficiency, and maybe with a guy like Alonzo breaking down the defense, and maybe the shots even more wide open. And then we're talking about him unlocking Obi Toppin. If Obi Toppin ain't part of the trade deal or whoever doesn't get traded, if he's here, he's gonna unlock him, and we can run that transition game. Remember, in like we reiterated about the '99 team, Marcus Camby came on late and they started running and gunning the first few rounds of the playoffs with that
Mhm.
transition game. They ran the Hawks out of the 4 game series, if you could recall that, and they were running and running and gunning, and that's something that I could see that could be unlocked if we get a Alonzo Ball and the Oladipo. It's starting Oladipo. Houston is, I don't know what Houston is wanting first rounders and picks, or this guy's a rental. You know, um, unless if they're just throwing that as smoke, I know
Mhm.
Oladipo has to be moved from Houston.
Right.
And it'll be a shame if Oladipo ends up on the Lakers for nothing because Lakers don't have a lot of capital. They don't have a lot of money, and why why he gets to go there when we have better assets to to give them. And we got to keep on that because now the Lakers are going to be players. Their big chief is down for a high ankle sprain, and now they're going to be linked to every trade possible to everyone that we want. And what would I offer for Lonzo Ball? We spoke. We said I will give up a first round pick, the Dallas Mavericks first round pick, or even ours for this year. Because my point was saying is we're bringing in a point guard that's already NBA ready, that knows the how to run an offense, how to run. And if we bring in a rookie on a first round pick, and we have to wait for him to develop, and we don't know if the game might be too much for him, like I'll now be topping right now, and it might slow down. So you have to go through growing pains with him. And this team is right now where we're at currently now, and we could bring in that point guard already made, and we could sign him. Then worried about why don't we? Oh, he's going to be a restricted free agent. We could offer him the highest contract, and if someone else tries to get him, and we have his rights, they're going to have to give us a pick or a signing trade with Alonso. That's why it's really good right now to try. My opinion is to try to get him now, so you have his rights, and you could offer. I would offer a first round pick. One of our point guard Payton, so they could waive him if they don't want him. I know he's been there before. He is from Louisiana, but if they don't want Payton, then they could waive him and then save that because he's also an expiring contract, and that works good. And if you want to throw in a second rounder or maybe I know it might be a little too rich. Maybe a Kevin Knox if we don't plan. I don't know what the front office thinks of Knox if they want to plan for the future. Yeah, I know it sounds a little steep, but we definitely desperately need that point guard of the future. We have a point guard in Rose, but we don't know how long Rose is going to last. And he's a serviceable point. But right now, he's our starting. To be honest, he's our best point guard. But he is for this upcoming season. But we're thinking building down the road, years down the road, because we have youth on our team, and that's going to be the best point guard we could get in free agent. And the draft pick it's a chance, a game of chance, and quickly it's not there. He's a two guard, and that's why I think Lonzo Ball makes sense for me. And then I will try to get him. And if we could get Lonzo Ball and that's it, I'll be happy. But I would like to get Lonzo Ball and Oladipo both, so you could go into the playoffs with some guys that want contracts, and when players are motivation, when they want to make that move, we've seen players are motivated. They'll fit into the system. They'll be quiet. They go out there. They'll go do their work because they want to get that contract. They want to set up. This is generational money that they want to obtain to set up their family for future and for themselves. So yeah, those my point. I would like to get those, and I also would like to see. And this is a dark horse, Rudy Gay, as he had a good game last night with the Spurs, even though they fell down to the Bucks. He had a really solid game. I watched that game, because and I'm watching him play and move. And man, I'm like, man, San Antonio, straight him over here, man. We want him. We want him. That's the kind of guy we want. And we speak about it. And if you change it, or if you give any thought on any different trades or anything come up, because I always seen Powell from the Raptors is the name that came up for the Knicks, a three guard, a three position that could play. But can you see Raptors and Knicks do a trade with each other, and especially if they're trying to chase us?
Um, you know what? It's usually a lot of teams don't like the wheel and deal in their same conference. To me, it seems like they don't want to give somebody's in some of their players in the same conference because they have to go up against them. But yeah, man, that's interesting. But real quick before I agree with you and Andy and Kibit and them and White on that Lonzo Ball thing makes a lot of sense, man, because that guy can have RJ Barrett up and down that court, and Reggie Bullock running up and down the court and spotting up at that 3-point line, man. I just think his eye game, his floor game is so tremendous that people don't understand how not people, some people don't understand how important it is to have a point guard who can see the floor from time he get the ball until time he get across the half-point line. Lonzo Ball see the floor as soon as you throw that ball in bound, he already see where he going with the ball. You know what I mean? And he got the hockey pass, he got the football pass. He is not a pass that he can't do. You know what I mean? His 3-point shot is looking real good this year. And I just think that's a gimme if you sign him. And if you get him, and then, like I said, to go back to Andy's original question, I would definitely give up a first round for him, and a player. And if we had to throw in a second, especially if you're going to sign him, if you're going to sign him, then go for it. We have to go for that because I think he will hold our point guard spot down. Him, RJ, and Randall in that starting lineup, it'd be nice, a nice chemistry, man. You know what I mean? Then we added, whoever's going to be in there, we add that player there. So I definitely see that happening. But the Rudy Gay thing, I love. I love the Rudy Gay situation. I just really believe that veteran dude coming in there at the 3, even if he's coming off the bench, he's still giving you firepower. Rudy Gay done battled some of the best of them jokers. You know what I mean? Like I said, and I reiterate that, man. I was watch him and Carmelo Anthony go at it, man. I'm like, that's a love to watch the Knicks when him and Carmelo go bucket for bucket. That was something. So yeah, Rudy Gay is a savvy veteran on a $10 million aspiring. That's something that you can't turn down. Like you said, the Terrence Rosses of the world. We know it. We know what Orlando doing down there. Look like they're gonna try to, do some things to, move some players here or there. So I like people talk about the Miles Turner. I have no problem with Miles Turner, but I don't think that's the most important need for the team because we have 3 good centers. I think Mitch, Noel, and Todd Gibson will hold that center spot down in the playoffs. But if you have to get Miles Turner, then so be it. I have no problem with that. You know what I mean? But the Norman Powell thing, he's a gritty dude. I like his game. He fits New York basketball most definitely. That's a hard going to the basket dude. He play hard, and I think that's what Tom Thibodeau likes: hard players. You know what I mean? And so I'm good with that, man. I think it's going to be it might be somebody BX that nobody even thinking about. You know what I mean? It might be somebody none of us think about. You know what I mean? But I like all the scenarios. I think I agree with you. I think the Bills and the Levines and all them. I think that's a little bit of a reach for me. That's more just sports chatter, trade talk chatter than reality to me. So I do think that that's a little bit further down the line, maybe in the off season. But I do think we're going to make a move to get somebody in here. But our team is playing good too, so we also got to keep in mind that we don't want that chemistry and that commodity to be broken up neither. We want somebody going to come in here going to say, you know what, we know this is Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett's team. We know that, so I just got to get in and fit in with them guys. You know what I mean? And gel with the team and help make this team better. And whatever player that be, who knows who he is, what he is, where he is. But whoever Tom Thibodeau and the organization and Leon Rose and Scott Perry and them guys and West them bring in, I'm quite sure they're going to bring in somebody that's only going to elevate the team. I don't think this is going to be with them. We're not that organization anymore, just getting players just because the fans want a supreme player. I don't think that's the type of organization that's running that now. I think they want to do what's best for the team, maintain their structure. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to mess up the structure they got, man. The Knicks are in a good place with 7 first-round draft picks in the next 4 years. Possible 40 or 50 million in cap space next year, and they got players they might want to bring back. You know what I mean? So I think we just need that 1 or 2 players just to come in and give us an ammunition for the playoffs. And I think that's what it'll be. So Frank, salute, man. Hit that thumbs up, guys. And subscribe to the channel. Frank, salute. Frank said 2023 and Knox for that ball and JJ Redick. Oh yes, absolutely. You get Lonzo Ball and JJ Redick in here. For Frank for Frank Knox in the 2023 Dallas draft pick, I have to go for that. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Because that's building our team up for the future. And here's the other thing: you can always re-sign Frank in the off season. You know what I mean? So even though he might not be with us no more, you could bring him back. You know what I mean? You got to snatch him out there before somebody else do it, unless he goes somewhere else. But it's a lot of interesting things out there, guys. And if you got thoughts on it, man, give me your idea. Give me your thoughts on what you're thinking about the trade scenarios and the ideas, man. Salute Josh. We see you, my brother. Yeah, man, just bring your thoughts in here, man. Let me know what you guys are thinking, and we'll pop it out here in the chat and throw it out there. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. It's your man Divine and BX Jedi 76 Sunday, March the 21st, man. You know what I mean? Knicks versus the Philadelphia 76ers at the world most famous arena tonight. So I hope everybody get out there, enjoy your Sunday, and all that good stuff, man, and be safe, you know what I mean? And then get back home tonight and get ready to sit in front of that TV or that screen or whatever and watch this game. We need to get this thing tonight, man, and I think it's going to be a real important game. Is that we could do that, man. And Frank said the best part of the Lonzo trade is we still have enough cap space to go for the claw. Yeah, hey Frank, bro, you get me hyped over here, man. You know what I mean? Because you never know what happened with the claw, brother. But you got me hyped on that one. So yeah, man, it's a lot of we in a good situation, guys. And I just hope that we just keep maintaining and just do it wisely, do it smart, and we let the chips fall where they may. I just think it's an interesting time to be a Knicks fan, and a salute to everybody out there, man. All the Knicks fans, man, and all the streamers out there, all the channels out there, NBK, everybody, man. We just here trying to bring y'all some content about our team and who we love, and we've been passionate fans about for a minute. And we're in a good place to be a Knicks fan right now, 21-21, fifth in the Eastern Conference. And we the people in the association, you really notice they know we here now. You know what I mean? And so they started to take notice that the Knicks is a legitimate team to go in the playoffs. So we get in there and do what we do, we be fine, man. And BS, let me ask you, if you down in Orlando, so I know you get a lot of Orlando talk down there. Do you think anything down there that you quite sure that's going to happen almost at the 100% mark, or you think everything is speculation?
Right now, I think Aaron Gordon is 75 to 85% trading. They are going to trade him. Right now, Orlando's asking for a little. Their asking is a little steep. They want it for some reason. I always said they don't want to trade with the Knicks, but they want to the Knicks involved. I think a lot of team wants to get the Knicks involved because they have a lot of money under the cap, but they want to get them involved in a three-way trade. We actually, it's kind of funny because I read it this morning and I heard it this morning. It's like, are they like kind of listening to us? Because we were just speculating just to speculate, getting them involved, and now it's being reported. I'm down here and I didn't really hear it a couple days on prior shows that we talked about that three-team trade, but they want to get the Knicks involved somehow, sending Gordon not to the Knicks but to another team and getting a Knicks picks and getting another player involved, and they're which I find it rare that they actually want to be partners with the Knicks in trade. So if that's the case, man, I hope Terrence Ross becomes available. But they look like they're going to trade. They're going to be active to release a lot of players in this trade market, and hopefully, well, our front office could be smart and fleece some of these teams. The way that Derrick Rose trade, we kind of fleeced Detroit. We got those. We did a heck of a deal there. Just not just because we got Rose back, but we got those picks, those high second round picks from Detroit, which is a big plus. And we'll see. There's going to be changes in Orlando. They show that their players want to leave because you see how they went to Brooklyn and they won. Unless if they change their mind because the injuries with Marquis Folks and they have other players injured, Cole Anthony with the ribs. And maybe they want to say, you know what, we have a pretty good, decent team ourselves. We just having a bad year this year. We'll punt this year and we'll come back to it. But Gordon already expresses his displeasure being in Orlando in the system and all. And I don't see Coach Clifford staying at the end of the year. I think he's going to be gone. I think they're going to elevate their G League coach to coach the Magics because they just finished winning the G League championship, the Lakeland Magics, and they're high on his coaching prowess. And there might be changes there and all that. So yeah, so they're going to be active, and I think that they're who knows, the first time in a while we're going to see the Knicks part of the trades with the Magics to be part of a team, either three-team involvement, and we'll knows what could happen. But it's rare to see those, like you said, the same conference team helping one another or trading with one of their partners, unless if it makes really, really sense. And when you have that all that money in your cap, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of picks. The Knicks got a lot of picks in the next few years, upcoming first rounders. So, and like you said, not all of them are going to make the roster. Not all of them could play, and we need to start being smart with it because we trust it, and definitely I see Frank says we definitely will be doing something with our 15 million cap space. I would definitely think about taking a contract for a pick. Well, it's the right contract. You don't want an arbitrage contract. You want to get the right contract because like similar to the Brooklyn Nets. We should have done that earlier this season if we were gonna but I'm glad we didn't because now it puts us in a prime position. But the Nets took on bad contracts along with picks so they could go ahead and build their team. And we got to see how they're going to do these picks, because right now the lottery. I don't know if Dallas is going to hit the lottery, for us. So we might want to remove that pick because they're coming along. And I know we're not going to be allowed to repick. I don't think the Knicks will fall under seventh. The worst season, the worst of the worst, they won't go past seventh. I think they're going to stay anywhere from seven to four, and I don't think they'll fall any lower than that. So we know where we're going to be picking. Like you said, the teams that are going to make the playoffs are already set, but we don't know what order they're going to be in from three down. So that's where we stand with that one, and we'll see. And we'll see because, like we said, the Lakers are going to be now trying to trade and trying to get everybody they can or be creative to tread water, and because they're the defending champions and they have their two studs coming at the end of the season back and for a run, and they just want to surround them with talent. So they might interfere a lot in these trade scenarios and these trade um, proposals and call the leagues around. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on with that, Divine.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree with you because with LeBron going down out 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, whatever the case may be, Anthony Davis down, they're gonna have to stay in a certain spot. They don't want to fall too far. You know what I mean? And I think that with all that, the Knicks are in a prime position, and I really believe everybody's looking at the Knicks because we in one of the best situations that better than anybody. Literally. I mean, we got, like you said, like we got 15 million this year, like Frank said, and we got assets, and so I just think that if we play it smart, be wise about it, and just get that right player. Like we talked about a couple of days ago, the 3-team trade with us, Orlando, and Houston. If Houston want Aaron Gordon, send us Oladipo, and then Orlando get a players and some picks. I think they'd be happy with that. You know what I mean? The add to their nucleus and get and bring back Jonathan Isaac and Mokel Fultz and Cole Anthony next year. So they might be in a good position, But I know it's going to be interesting. They got some contract they would love to get up the book. You got Fournier's contract. They're not moving Vooch. I don't think. I think that's their man. I mean, I don't think they're gonna move him. If they do, if they move Vooch, they're going in a whole different direction. So I just don't see that happening. You know what I mean? But we gotta stay in contention and just keep battling and get one or two players here, man, just to get us through this next half of the season, the next 30 games, and go ahead and battle it out and get us just once we get in there, man. I'm confident that we're gonna make some noise. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is, man. Guys, Knicks Real Talk the morning show. It's your man Divine, BX Jedi 76, man. We in here, man, cutting it up with you guys. We appreciate everybody chiming in, coming in. Everybody in the chat, Frank, Josh, Kibit, Andy, everybody, man, Walter. We salute to everybody in there, man. And thanks for coming in and joining the show and being a part of it. And I like y'all guys' feedback, and that's what we want. We want you guys to give us your feedback so we can throw it out there for the fans, let them know what the Knicks fans are thinking, because this is a show for the fans, from a fan, you know what I mean? So we appreciate you guys' input, and anytime you got something that you want to throw out there, throw it in the chat, and we'll throw it out here for you, man. So salute to everybody. And so it's been good, man. I think it's real interesting what's going to take place in New York, man. And I'm so excited about what the team is going through. And let's hope we just keep this thing moving, and let the chips fall where they may. You know what I mean? We definitely gonna be in this thing battling and all the way in and out, man. We're gonna stay in here. We're gonna stay grinding, and we just gonna keep battling, BX. And I think that we're in a good spot right now. And I think that Tom Thibodeau got the guys playing real well, so I'm so excited about that, man. I really love this team that we have, and I like the way we performing. And I know it's peaks and valleys, though. I know it's ups and downs, peaks and valleys, wins and losses, but it's the NBA, it's association, we got teams with more talent than us. But then because you got a lot of talent, don't make you a good team. You know what I mean? It's what you do with the talent. You know what I mean? I think you can see that around the league. You got teams who got way more talent than us, but it's what they're doing with their talent. So people can't underestimate the power of coaching. You know what I mean? What coaching means to a basketball team. I don't care how good you shoot a 3-point shot. If you don't have a coach to put you in a position to shoot the three, it don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? So I think that what Tom Thibodeau and the coaching staff have done for this team under the circumstances that we under, I'm excited, man. I'm excited, and I just think that all Knicks fans should be excited as well. And yeah, hey Josh, yeah, we about to get off soon, man. Hopefully I can catch you on the next one. But but yeah, man, I think we definitely got something going on here, man. You know what I mean? and if we keep holding truth to power and we keep doing what we think, and I think we're gonna be fine. You know what I mean? So salute to everybody out there, man. Thanks for joining in, chiming in, and BS, man. So what do you think about the game tonight? What do you think our chances is tonight?
Well, tonight I'm calling the Knicks are going to win tonight. They're gonna actually win this game comfortable. I think they're going to win by 12 points tonight. In we're not going to have that sweating knuckle bare knuckle game that we're gonna have, especially if no Simmons. They still have shooters. No Curry. They still got shooters. They still got talent. They still got that man, that small forward they got from Long Island. They got him, and I'm not even gonna mention his name because I want him to be cold tonight. but
Yeah, right,
I
right.
think they're going to, and they got Dwight Howard. They got good players, but I think they win by 12. They're gonna. It's gonna be close to third quarter, but then they'll pull away in the fourth for some reason. They'll start hitting. And remember, when they played Philly last time, we missed almost 10 free throws. If we got to hit more free throws on the line, and if they and I know they're a good free Knicks are a good free throw shooting team, and I think that's why the reason why I think they're going to win this game more. They're more focused. They're like I said, eager to get on the court to get back on there after that walk off defensive stand, and we're at home. I mean, those games that we lost were on the road, and that's a big difference. Even though it's not different with the crowd is not as much as there, but it's still you're still at home. You're still your home cooking. The bounces, the quirks of the rims and the backboard and the lighting. That's a big difference. And I think I see the Knicks win by 12 tonight. Um, a score, I don't have an idea of the score. I think it's going to be a no scoring, maybe 112 to 92 or something around there. Somewhere around 12. My math might be off. It's a little early. I haven't had my coffee, but yeah, I still think the Knicks will win by 12 tonight. I'm willing to bet on that one, and sets us up, and we'll be ready for Washington. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Yeah. I think so. Real quick, everybody, y'all heard BX's prediction. If y'all think the Knicks gonna win tonight, man, y'all throw that thumbs up in the chat telling me that y'all think the Knicks is gonna win. So if y'all think the Knicks is gonna win tonight, throw a thumbs up. That means you think they're gonna win. Thumbs down if you think they're gonna lose, but I'm gonna go thumbs up. I think we go in there tonight and we give it to them cats and let them know that we here. Revenge came. They know how we played them the last game. So I just really think that we're gonna win this game and we're gonna go in there 22-21. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna be over there, man, over 500 basketball again. Looking forward to the next game Tuesday against the Washington Wizards. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I think my prediction, yeah, I'm pretty much where you at. I think it's gonna be at least a 10-point win. You know what I mean, or more. I just think that we in here, we on to something. And I think that we're gonna get it. Walter White, Kibbet, that's right. My people. I see
That's right.
y'all,
That's
brother.
right.
Exactly. I see y'all. Yeah. And that's the way I feel too. I think we just gonna go in there and get that and be 22-21. Then possibly, like I said, with Atlanta, got to go out there and play a couple more games on the West Coast. You know, what I mean, we looking good, man. Knicks fans, we looking good. If we win them to Washington game 24-21, man, oh man, Andy, salute. That's indeed, yes indeed. Yeah, we I see the same thing. So they feel the same energy we feel in their prediction as well. So, let's get this thing popping, man. I'm excited about it. Knicks and Philly tonight at the world most famous arena, guys, at 8 o'clock tonight. Battling the Philadelphia 76ers. We got a couple of soldiers coming back. At least we know definitely one soldier got a chance to come back and play tonight. But if we get a couple more guys in there, I think we're gonna be good. I'm excited about it, man. And as Knicks fan, we all excited. And so it's gonna be a good thing, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it tonight, man. Definitely, and we can go in here and absorb this win and put us where we need to be. I think we'd be in a good place, man. So let's go and get it popping, man. And like I said, Walter White said we need that first 4-game winning streak. Yeah, Walt, I agree with you. We've been
Yes,
close.
I agree.
Yeah, we've been
I
close.
agree.
Yeah, we've been
We
close.
haven't peaked yet. We haven't peaked as a team yet, so we're the opposites of peaking. And I think that we haven't peaked. We always got a 3-game winning streak, and we're close. We just don't have we haven't got that full peak yet. Which I said I hope is in the playoffs. Going into the playoffs like a hockey team going in hot. But yeah, I can see that. I can see that first. I think I can see that. I have a confidence that this team will. They're no longer this sleep lagging on some games. They even when they start off slow, Tibbs calls that timeout, and we have good coaching staff that helps them make the adjustments that gets in these players' ears, and they battle, and that effort and intensity and efficiency is there. The three E's from City for Real always likes to say, shout out to him. I know he'll be listening a little later. And I think if we continue to do that, and why not? I don't see why not. I'm really giddy that they will get that 4 game winning streak. Absolutely. And then we get all our reinforcements here, of course, Divine. I definitely
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
Absolutely, yeah, man. Salute Walter White, good one, man. I just think we on to something in New York, guys, and so just stay excited, man, and stay tuned in, and enjoy the ride, man, because it's a good one, man. Like I said, we here cutting it up, talking Knicks, some got content and dialogue thrown all around, and I love the participation from everybody in the chat, man, because you guys make this show. You guys are the reason why we on here, and we just want to keep bringing it to you guys, man. And truly an honor and a blessing to be a part of this thing, man. And we appreciate your input, man, because like I said, you guys make the show. The show don't do it's nothing without the fans, man. And I appreciate y'all supporting Knicks Real Talk. Me and BX Jedi, man. We're here doing it for you guys, man. And so subscribe, hit the like button, continue to support, man. It's from a fan for the fans. And we always gonna keep it moving like that. We're gonna head up out of here in a few minutes, man. And we're gonna see you guys on the next episode. The morning show will be back on, Tuesday morning, 7:30 a.m. As the Knicks get ready to battle, watching with us at the world most famous arena. That tomorrow night when there's no off game, you can catch the night show. You know what I mean? On the nights that the Knicks are not playing, after the game they previously played, we come on with the night show and cutting up and giving y'all some content. But thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you all the Knicks fans. Give my man BX Jetty the last word, man. Then we're gonna sign off.
All right. I want to thank everyone listening to us, everyone in the chat, because of you guys. We're here to give you guys this content and bring it to you. Enjoy your Sunday out there, out and about, or on the way to hustle worship. Let everything that breathe praise the Lord on this day. And you guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. And we do this because we love to talk about our team and Knicks, and we want to share it with you with this content. And we'll see you a little later. And we know we're all going to be happy tonight with the Knicks win. So go ahead and enjoy your Sunday, man. Keep love your family, love one another, and we'll catch you on the next time, man. Thank you, man. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yo, you know the deal, man. COVID-19 still out there. Mask up, wash your hands, keep your distance. Love your neighbors, love yourself, respect everybody, man. Let's get this COVID thing under control. The vaccine is starting to roll out all over the place, so hopefully you guys can get your vaccine. Those who want to take it, and just be safe, man. And enjoy your Sunday. Get out there, get on your grind, man. Go work, play, have fun, and when it's all over, get back in front of the tube tonight. And get ready to watch some Knicks basketball, man. So salute to everybody out there. It's Knicks Real Talk, the morning show. We about to sign off. One love, peace.
Peace.
Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. Let's get it. Knicks Real Talk. It's the morning show. 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 Let's get it. Salute to everybody out there, man. We signing off. Knicks Real Talk, the morning show, man. We catch y'all on the next episode. Peace out.